Hello, YouTubers. It's amazing to think that a simple plan could solve almost all, if not all, the problems in our society, isn't it? Well, today we'll make the case that building an extensive canal system will do precisely that, in addition to fighting climate change. This video will list various problems in America, seen through the lens of reducing crime. However, these same actions will also work to restore trust in the government and reduce polarization in our society. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime by effectively fighting climate change. Okay, perhaps this is obvious. Any plan to fight climate change must do exactly that. A previous video provided more detail, but in short, this plan will significantly reduce CO2 and methane emissions. It will result in massive forests being planted, turning desert into farmland, environmentally safe energy production, and extending water access across America. Far less non-renewable energy will be used for the transportation of goods. This plan achieves what no other plan has. It creates a sustainable environment that allows and even encourages economic and population growth. Yet it does this at a far cheaper cost and limited, if any, regulations. So, it's a very effective plan. It's cost effective. It is effective at fighting climate change. Yet it provides so many other benefits, namely the substantial job opportunities that not only reduces crime in the short term, but can also help prevent war in the long term, and it does so by retaining America's status as a world superpower. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime by providing jobs. The most important issue currently is probably the high rate of crime in America. This plan will significantly reduce crime by doing what actually needs to be done to reduce crime, namely create lots and lots of jobs. It can easily create more jobs than have been shipped to China, if correctly planned. It will create millions of jobs by the government first building the canal system, then unleashing the private industry. For example, massive new forests will need to be planted. Imagine the joy a company like Monsanto would have in creating the best seeds for these new forests, with oversight and maintenance by the United States Forest Service. Obviously, the Forest Service would need an increased budget and hire lots of new workers to take on this important task. New hydroelectric dams would need to be built, eventually fusion plants, desalination plants built along canals with salt water. Deserts could be turned to farmland through irrigation and, if necessary or preferable, seeds engineered to withstand the heat. I'm sure you can think of all kinds of industries that could be built up along canals, with rural Americans staying in their communities and more people from urban areas moving in. This will inherently create a more integrated workforce. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime by bringing families and communities closer together. Make no mistake, this plan is primarily an investment in rural America, but urban areas also see significant improvement in key areas under this plan. Building the canal system would provide many jobs to rural America, first by building the canal system and then seeing the long-term benefits of those canals in their communities. With new jobs coming to rural America, kids will often stay local rather than move to urban areas where there is more opportunity, creating closer ties to their family and the community. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime in major cities. One reason lots of crime is committed in urban areas is because people are left without opportunity in their life. Building canals will be hard work, but in America, hard work should pay. By focusing on hiring those who have previously missed out on the American dream, many unemployed in urban areas will move to rural areas to build canals or maybe even start a business. Consider it this way. When we built the railroads, more often than not we had to bring in immigrants, the Chinese mostly. We did so because the work was difficult and many Americans simply couldn't do the job. Well, this will be a difficult job, though maybe not as difficult as building railroads. It's far better to give our fellow Americans preference over bringing in immigrants, so let's focus on unemployed Americans with a nonviolent criminal background, giving them a renewed opportunity in their life. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime through increased revenue in local governments. Even though some cities may shrink at first, they will see increased revenue. This is because unemployed will likely move to more rural areas for good jobs. These Americans will work hard, building our new key infrastructure and deliver us into a new American century through moving into rural communities and working hard. They will bring increased revenue to local governments through taxes and increased business. The increased revenue must be used for education, health, police, fire, and other key departments for local governments. Obviously, this will result in a significant reduction of crime. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime by overcoming polarization in our society. Everything listed above would help Americans reduce polarization in society. We would have more money for social programs, naturally create a more integrated workforce, and create more opportunity for rich and poor alike. It should show that it's possible for Republicans and progressives to work together on climate change. By doing so, our country will become far more united and stronger. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime by improving health in both rural and urban America. Increasing water access to American citizens will have substantial health benefits, further reducing crime. It will improve health by effectively removing waste, increasing fresh water access, and by improving air quality through growing more trees and crops. Better physical health results in better mental health. With Americans more optimistic about their future, they will be less willing to commit crime. Building an extensive canal system will reduce crime by preventing war. Discontent among citizens is a major reason for crime. Even though this channel promotes imperialism, it promotes a far more rational form of imperialism that focuses on improving people's lives. This will be described in greater detail in a future video. What I'll say for now is this. By introducing a far more improved foreign policy, discontent will go down among citizens. This plan will prevent war by extending water access to nations with limited water resources. Doing so will provide America with many militaristic, diplomatic, and economic benefits. Consider how important water access is. Not only does water access reduce crime, but can also prevent crime. Do you think another dust bowl could happen? Considering the rate of depletion of the Ogo aquifer, which will be dry within 20 years, I'd say it's almost guaranteed. How do you think that would impact crime? Building an extensive canal system can prevent another dust bowl by adding additional water access to the area. What other benefits could you think of? What kind of negative consequences? Feel free to leave your comments. That's all the time I have for now. If you like this video, please show your support by subscribing. Thanks for your time.